Hello everybody, good afternoon. It is that time of the week again, and we are starting a new series. It is called Back to Basics. Yeah, okay guys, so we're basically going to be looking at some of the basic things that are overlooked in baking. Today, one of the first basics we're looking into is piping, or you can call it cupcakes. Do you think piping is hard, or do you think people just over exaggerate things? But anyway, here's my answer. Piping is not hard at all. Yeah, cool. So we're back. Piping is really not hard. So one thing about piping is that it takes a lot of practice. If I were to compare piping to something else, I'd compare it to writing. You know how we used to practice handwriting in school? Well, except it doesn't take even that long. But then basically you learning how to move the piping bag to get the exact shape that you want. The rest, guys, I will explain in my video. Do stay tuned, and if you do have any questions after this, please drop a question. I will gladly answer it. And if you disagree with what I'm saying about piping, please leave a comment. I will gladly answer it. Okay, let me know what you think, guys.
Alright guys, so first things first, we are sorting out our piping bag. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to measure your nozzle, because nozzles come in different sizes, and then you mark where your nozzle fits, right? And you trim that part off, and then you can push it back up. That's a perfect size. That's how you measure your nozzle. Don't try it any other way. Don't guess. Okay, the next thing, we are filling our nozzle. You want to make sure that you make a little cup on your hand, and then you put your buttercream. We will talk about consistency afterwards, but I am using normal buttercream, ABC. And yeah, we're going to fill up our piping bag. Once our piping bag is full, guys, we're just gonna make sure that all the buttercream has gone down and is actually coming out by the nozzle. And if it's coming out, there are no problems, there are no issues, then we are ready to pipe and go. So make sure you do that on the side and not on your cupcake. So it's simple. Like I said, guys, we are writing. So imagine it as if you're writing an O, but then you start from the middle of the cupcake, then you go around the O, and then right back where that O started. So guys, that is the pattern that you keep in your head. I am writing an O, I start in the middle, I go right round, and I release. And also you want to make sure that when you are releasing from your O, that you are very confident about it, that you do not hesitate. You lift your piping bag immediately, and that gives you a smooth, nice finish. One thing to note, guys, is the position in which I am holding my piping bag. I am making sure that no cream is going out of the piping bag by using my hand to compress all of the cream down, right? And I am also making sure that I am right straight with my cup. I'm not piping sideways. In other ways, I'm not piping sideways, I'm not piping from an angle. I'm making sure that my piping bag is straight and aligned with my cupcake. That way you will make sure that you have control over the pattern that you're trying to get, or the shape that you're trying to get. Eventually you will do it without even thinking about it. So this cupcakes, actually, guys, were Chelsea cupcakes. Chelsea fans, I hope you are here. Right, so these were Chelsea cupcakes, and once I was done with them, I was just gonna put my fondant toppers that I already prepared, and they were dry, and I'm just placing them gently on my cupcakes. I do not want to squash my design. And how gorgeous is that, guys? How lovely are these cupcakes?
Is all you need to know on piping. Well, like I said from the beginning of the video, make sure that you do much of the practice rather than the watching. It doesn't really help. You can watch, but then make sure that you do practice. Make buttercream, 1 batch of buttercream, and you can use that to pipe every single day until you're good, because you can just remove it after you're done, put it back in the fridge, take it out the next morning, an hour before, use it again, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Other things to watch out when piping, guys. Consistency of your buttercream. Big deal, this one. Make sure that the consistency of your buttercream is correct. If your consistency is not correct, the piping will not pipe. The piping bag will not do the things it's supposed to do to make the pots to be done. What happens that if your buttercream is too hard, it'll be very difficult to get it out of the nozzle, and even when it does, it looks forced. Even the piping looks forced. Nobody wants to look forced. Aww. And if it is too light, if it is too thin, it is too liquidy. If your buttercream is liquidy and thin and it's not firm enough, the shape of the nozzle will not hold. So basically, you're gonna be piping doozles, and nobody wants to see doozles on a cup. Aww. See you on our next episode of Back to Basics.